They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. That was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10.
And this is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Swift. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Now it's gone. Steps away under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They go ahead and snap it. Goff steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
Tackle made there by the UCF man Mike Hughes. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Watson now to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
Now, I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Here's Watson. Keeps himself upright, buying time to his left, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. On the return is Williams. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Being chased out left. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Dancing to his left. He's got a man. Complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Goff. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Again, Goff. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Badgley's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
After the sack on first down, Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Goff now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
On fourth down, Goff. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On third down, here's Hunt.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hunt will try going up the middle, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run with Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. SOS, 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 SOS.
They'll try again with Chubb. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams,
75 yards.
And the Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here.
Goff looking to throw. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Watson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 21. Out of the gun. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big play there for Detroit. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Goff. Steps away to his left. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Goff throwing again.
He's got this complete to Williams.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
The Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions 1st.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Buying time to his left. That's complete right around the 8. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
Here's Goff. And that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the foot? He's got a man complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
They hand off to their big tight end. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run for Nick Chubb. And the Browns are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now it's Watson. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?